pleasant day to each and everyone. I am the Ambassadress of Batangas State University, San Juan Campus. My name is Jane Valenciano, currently taking a Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino. For this video, I will briefly introduce how American colonialism affect the artworks of Filipinos during that time, and I will cite some artworks that become popular during American colonialism. To start with, the 1896 Philippine Revolution paved the way to the country's independence from Spain. However, it became a short-lived liberty when the Americans became the country's new invaders, from one colonizer to another. After more than 3 centuries of Spanish rule, the Americans came. They set out to conquer the Filipinos through education and governance, the public school system, and the system of government. In the field of arts, with the arrival of a new colonial power came a shift in art patronage from the native illustrados to the Americans. The new patrons, including the tourists and foreign investors, favored landscape, still life, and genre themes that showed the beauty of the land and its people. Portraits were still favored by the public officials, usually depicting them in dignified poses. Therefrom, the American colonization brought high influence to the major Filipino art forms, paintings, sculpture, and architecture. Additionally, with the establishment of public schools, there was an increase in demand for illustrations and cartoons, for books and publications. With the influx of new corporations, advertising and commercial design were in demand and were incorporated in the curriculum of fine arts school. Architecture during the American colonial period witnessed the commencement of the use of new materials such as reinforced concrete, glass, and steel, and the neoclassical architectural style. The famous architects are Juan Arellano, Thomas Mapua, and Antonio Toledo. And the famous architecture are the Manila Metropolitan Theater of Juan Arellano, De La Salle University of Thomas Mapua, and Manila City Hall of Antonio Toledo. In sculpture, only a lone name stood out, Guillermo Tolentino. Trained in the classical style in Rome, Tolentino's masterpieces include the Oblation in the University of the Philippines and the Bonifacio Monument in Caloocan City. And the famous sculpture during that time is the Bonifacio Monument of Guillermo Tolentino. And the Filipino painters depicted scene from the countryside, Fabian de la Rosa and Fernando Amorsolo, dominated and influenced the art scene with their landscape and genre painting. And the famous painting is the Rice Planters of De La Rosa. And that would be all. Thank you for listening and hope you gained some information. Again, I am Jane Valenciano, the Ambassadress of Batangas State University, San Juan Campus.
You were my homie, lover, friend. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. I wanna make up right now, nah, nah. Wish we never broke up right now.